let's Deshaun Watson.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
There we go. So I'll let Keat kind of do his victory lap, and then
Bro.
either one just go ahead and talk about what we talked about last week.
Yeah, so if this your first video you watching, I'm gonna need y'all to go back to the channel, go peep some of the videos from a couple weeks ago. We had a few debates about Deshaun Watson. Last week we talked about Dak versus Deshaun Watson. B-Long saying that he prefers Deshaun Watson over Dak Prescott. Thinks said he's gonna have a better season. Trust him more. The fate of the universe on the line. The aliens pointing the death beam. He wants Deshaun. And then there was another video talking about if when I said Deshaun Watson is not a top 15 quarterback, and he gave me a lot of pushback on that. He gave me a lot of pushback on that, and so that that was sort of a debate that was had where B Long took the stance that Deshaun Watson is still an elite quarterback, and what we saw Sunday was uh far, far, far from elite. It was the exact opposite of elite. It was one of the worst quarterback performances that we saw in week one, right there alongside some of the rookie quarterbacks like Bo Nix and Caleb and like Gardner Minshew and who else played? Will Levis. Like he was in that category where it was like he looked like a bottom five quarterback. Um, and so yeah, I mean, not a surprise to me. So it's not really a victory lap. That's kind of what I expected from Deshaun. Like I said,
You
I just
expected
didn't.
that. You expected him to play that poorly.
I
No
wouldn't say
way.
that poorly, but I'm also not surprised that he played that poorly. That's kind of like where I'm at. Like I did like what he did like didn't really surprise me. Cowboys defense really good, A, and B, like he just hasn't shown me anything to lead me to believe that he's a good quarterback in the past couple years and from what I've seen from him since he's been in Cleveland. Um but obviously, like this was probably one of the lower points of him during Cleveland, even though, he's had a lot of ups and downs throughout that time that he's been there. But there was just a lot of off-target throws, just bad decision making. I saw the stat where it was on throws 15 yards or more down the field. He was 0 for 10, so he didn't even complete a pass past 15 yards, which is like, I don't know if that's probably one of the worst in NFL history, if not the worst. Like that's got to be one of the worst stats for a single game. Obviously, it has to be because it's zero completions, um, but yeah, man, like I was saying, like I hadn't seen anything recently that led me to believe that I should have any faith in Deshaun Watson. Um, and yeah, man, I don't know, it's weird. Like I never seen somebody get um, some special treatment and end up getting them making them washed. If that's the case, man, I might have to go celibate or something, bro, because I don't want to lose my talents. I don't want to lose my talents, man. Maybe it's just a massage parlor, bro. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. If you on that type of timing and you doing I knew something was a little off with Buddy though when I know y'all seen that Khalifa clip he got with
Mhm.
her where he got her all dressed up in his Halloween costume or something and she's dunking on him on a Nerf hoop. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's a freakazoid. Like this guy,
So it's
this guy is
crazy.
a
Are you
freakazoid.
are
But
you are you are you implying that Deshaun Watson nutted out his superpowers?
I'm implying that psychologically, some is awful, buddy. Psychologically, some is awful, buddy. And when his vices got brought to light, all them all them mental insecurity, whatever the case may be, oh, it's shown on the field now. He can't hide it no more.
Maybe it's the pending charges that he's got that's bothering him. I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not that. I mean, I don't even know if that's gonna even could make it worse on his mental. Just because, well, yeah, because you play arguably probably the worst game of your career and then wake up to a rape charge. Uh, so yeah, I can't even imagine. But it's like, yeah, we've never seen this before where someone is so mentally broken that almost seems like he's in quicksand. His
You don't
mind is
got
in
that
quick.
bench, bro.
Yeah, I guess that's the closest comparison. But Ben Simmons, like
He
if
just didn't want to
like
play. Like Ben
I'm
Simmons
about
is
to
stuck
say
here.
Deshaun would trade God knows what to go through the Ben Simmons psychological problems where it's like, oh, I don't got a jump shot. Okay. No, niggas know your game. They know your trick. They know that you like to, first of all, they know that you go on Instagram and type in massage therapist. Weird. Never once in my life have I even typed that word out. That might be my first time saying that word ever. So that's one red flag where it's like, even when if you and your homies in the locker room is dapping you up, they like freaking. This is freak, like you said, a freakazoid. Everyone's
Mhm.
looking at you as a freakazoid. So
Mhm.
one, they know that you say massage therapist. Two, they know that you like to do that. Oh, the towel slipped. Okay, that's weird. Three, they know that you like to turn over, and even if it's consensual. But the fact that you're actively searching out 50 women to do it, and they've all say that, and it all matches up, and you're not denying that that's your bag. That's just a nuts bag. That's honestly compared to like a couple other things. One of which I already said that I'm not going to even say again. That he was just charged with. Like that bag is probably is worse than the Deshaun Watson bag.
Mhm.
There's maybe only a handful of bags worse than that bag. That's a crazy bag.
It's especially like mind blowing to me, like when you're just like you have all the money in the world. It's like why is that your bag? Like
Just pay
what
for
is
it. Just pay for a prostitute to do that. You like to get it out like wow, like it's almost giving flasher. Like you know what I mean? Like it's weird.
it's like
Like
he wants this like the build up
it's
the story.
predatory. It's
Yeah.
predatory.
Yeah.
It's extremely predatory. Like you said, he has all the money in the world. But the fact that you were seeking these women out individually on Instagram, I know you didn't have your man's doing that because if your man's has a soul, he's gonna be like, "What? You want me to type in and get you massage therapist? What the fuck? No, that's weird. I look nuts asking 60 minutes. You know how niggas have their handlers, like how Drake be in the club. Hey, yo, go tell Chubbs, go get Shorty. I like that one. She was
Yeah.
about 250. Yeah, you know, yeah. But that's not like that's one thing. But having your man's find the top Instagram massage therapist in the area that's thick, and then you doing some shit after that is like, yeah, that as a two man, you guys are both going to jail. Someone's going to jail. Someone almost went to jail, and it's just a solo. So yeah, it, but it's come down to the play. The play is that we can't even I can't even defend you. I can't defend it. I can't defend the play. The play
Hmm.
is
Yeah. Come on, come to the dark side. Well, this the light. Actually, this is not the dark side.
yeah, bro. If
Come to
Like,
the light.
that's a
go
dark
listen.
side. Hold
No,
on,
yeah, come to the
die.
light.
Hold on, yeah, yeah. The his play, and then I guess you got to say it's only 1 week, and you were facing Micah
What if he
Parsons.
balls out next week?
What'd you say?
What if he balls out next week?
That's what I'm saying. So like I'm saying, this is 1 week. So I'm not gonna say they're gonna let him play a few weeks out. But we can't use a he's rusty excuse. I guess you can because this is his first game back after that. He just got off an injury. He didn't finish out last year. So it's we keep on giving him that. He's been quote unquote rusty coming back about 3, 4 times now.
It's a pretty
So
bad shoulder injury.
yeah, he had surgery. It was season ending. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's serious. But it's almost like the game looks too fast. It looks like he's out there thinking too much. And you just know the dynamic with the team. It's like what locker room is going to follow this guy?
Yeah.
What lock? Because your quarterback has to be the leader, is the leader of the team no matter what. And your quarterback can't be a guy that everyone looks at and would be like, I wouldn't let that guy
As a
watch my
joke.
wouldn't let no, it not even like I wouldn't let him even hold my child. Would
Yeah.
you let Deshaun Watson hold your child?
No.
Absolutely not. And he went and then two, he's so far removed from what his image was. People forget his image was a poster boy golden child. He was like he was looked at as it was like how people look at CJ Stroud now. Just a stand-up individual young man.
Yep.
Behind closed doors, he's doing some sick shit, like some predatory shit. Some like his might be worse than Bill Cosby. It sounds worse on paper than allegedly what Bill Cosby was doing.
All right, man. Come on, man. Bill Cosby was dropping shit in people's drinks, man.
Bill Cosby got off.
You're
They're both two bad bags. Like there's no, yeah, you're right.
right. Come on,
It's neither worse.
Nah,
But
it's
I'm saying the
comparison.
read. I'm saying the read sounds crazier. Okay, this guy they was hung out, they was doing drugs, and they woke up. She woke up to Bill over her. Yeah, that's sick. He found her on Instagram. He told her, "Meet me in Sweet Sea." You know what I mean? And so it's just it's two bad bags. But at the end of the day, it comes down to if Deshaun Watson was balling out in the MVP race, nobody would really even be talking about this. They'd be saying, like, damn, he's like Kobe, where he's fighting through the case, balling regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like I said, he's got a couple weeks until if he plays like this for another 2 weeks in a row, he's out the league forever. He's done.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like if it doesn't go well this couple weeks, is he done?
Yeah, he's done.
I
You
mean,
can't have him as a backup.
yeah. I mean, he might finish his contract because there's no way. I
No,
mean, they'll
take
just
it.
cut him and eat it. They'll just eat the contract.
The Broncos ate Russell Wilson's contract for worse. I mean, for less.
Yeah, that's true. They could.
If he
They,
did, if he threw 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions last year, they're happy with that. They'll take that. Like, okay, he's building his
yeah, they
confidence
would.
back up. But this is
Because I don't think he could be a like he can't be nobody's backup.
No,
no.
it's
You
too
can't
the
have him. You can't
optics
have
are
him in
too
the locker
bad.
room
Yeah, the
unless
optics
you're
are too bad.
balling. We can't have you in the locker room. You're too nasty. It's too
Yeah.
nasty. The allegations is too nasty. You're out here looking like literally Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde shit, and it's too nat. Like this is beyond football with this guy. We got
Cleveland
it.
Cleveland got bro with the allegations. So they knew how nasty he
They
was.
got bro with the
Mhm.
allegations, but you got to remember that'd be like CJ Stroud getting CJ Stroud. That's how he was. He was
Use a
CJ
different example.
Stroud.
Use a different example. I don't shout out to CJ. Use a different example.
Yeah,
No,
let's
no,
use a
no.
different example.
No. That's exactly. Say if CJ Stroud fell out with the Houston Texans, took this year off, and the next year was on the market, it'd be to the same caliber of how Deshaun Watson was looked at coming on onto the market. What? Deshaun Watson's available. Sorry, but I'll take him.
That might go down as one of the worst trades of all time.
It wasn't
Is what it's
a
looking.
was it a trade? I don't even think it was a
Yeah,
trade.
yeah, it was a trade. They traded.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But still, it's
They gave up on Baker Mayfield and look at Baker now, man. Baker is hooping.
balling. Yeah,
Shout out to
Baker's
Baker.
hooping.
Shout out to
But
Baker's
Baker.
yeah,
hooping.
happy for Baker. Baker probably is, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's playing with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, so and Rashad White. So yeah, I'm not saying I don't even think he would be this successful with Cleveland. So yeah, everything worked out for him, especially. So he can kind of just point and laugh at whatever the Browns got going on from his point of view. But it's like this is
It's,
almost
it
beyond. And
sucks because the Browns have weapons. Like
yeah, they got weapons.
that's what sucks about it. Like you could tell all his mistakes are really just mental mistakes. He's just holding the ball too long, just throwing in double, triple coverage, like not leading receivers. It's like mental mistakes.
But how much when he gets around those people, he knows that no matter how many high fives, no matter how many we believe in you in the locker room, that everyone in that locker room looks at him a certain way with an asterisk. Like imagine if like we can't even imagine how he feels where it's like every interaction that you have with these people, quote unquote, it's not authentic. It's
Kind of
not.
sucks.
That's what I was the point I've been trying to make. Like the psychologically thing, like it might be something you could just never come back from and get all the way back from because it's just like it's not the same. You're not looked at the same, not only by your people that are you're going against, but your peers, like your own teammates, the people that gotta believe in you and without them, like you're not gonna be able to play at the level that you want to play at because football, as we know, is the ultimate team sport.
Like, yeah, like every room Deshaun Watson walks in, it probably gets quiet. And like, oh shit.
Here
You
comes
know
the freakazoid.
Yeah, exactly. Even yeah, like even I can't even it's I can't see him being just one of the guys.
You think the training staff is comfortable around him
Absolutely not.
when he comes into the training room and
Absolutely. He
he
probably
needs
don't even go in there.
he needs a little
He can't.
treatment or something?
He
You
can't
go
go in there. He can't go in there.
they, they got to buy him a custom massage chair. He can only use the
He
massage
can't. He
chair.
got to get his own shit done on his own time. He can't. He can't, especially if there's females. He can't do it. He probably can't even won't even let a female tape his ankle.
Hmm.
Can't. No. Yeah. So like I'm saying, he's we'll see within the next month just how psychological. Because yeah, I mean, if he's playing like this, then Jameis is obviously the better option. So but the Browns have, like I said, $230 million guaranteed. He's under contract for another 2 years. So it's yeah, they're gonna have to ride out at least a month. But then if it's still that it's not looking to improve or you don't see any rhythm, like last year you saw him getting into a rhythm, they were winning games. This year, if it's just more of this, then he's cut by week 5, and then he's out of the league forever. and he'll probably never seen from again, unless other than this other rape charge that he just got, that's gonna be kind of in the news, I guess, that ESPN's probably gonna be covering. But yeah, this is he's fighting for his life, his football life. So he really needs to either lock in, or my brother, you're not going to be in the NFL for much longer.